So, the second episode of Srijan's webinar series. First one was on Agile, and second one is going to be on VoIP. Um, my name is Arijit, and I have been working in Drupal for past 2.5 years, to be very precise. And you can find me on internet as Foodoo's Lab. So we start with VoIP, and it's not to be mentioned. Everybody knows about it. It's voice over internet protocol, and we get a very nice Drupal module for it. So and this is actually not a very good slide to start with. Everybody knows why we need VoIP, but just to mention a few use cases. Suppose you want to create an application that calls from your website, or you want to build IVR system. IVR system is very common whenever we call Airtel or Vodafone or any service center. They give us some options, press one for this, press one for that, and sometimes we feel, why don't we build something similar for our own clients? Or what about an application that runs a SMS poll, just like kind of NDTV and Aaj Tak say who is the best candidate for Prime Minister in India, and give four options. Send your answer with option A, B, C, and D. All these applications are basically running VoIP in the backend, and there are few more use cases that we can talk of. Here's a small cloud that says conference, receiving calls, answering calls, making AVRs, SMS polls, sending SMS, receiving SMS, and probably recording the calls. So, just let us see the architecture of how this module works. Uh, so basically, there are three nodes. One is the caller who has the handset with him, and the other one is VoIP server and a Drupal instance. So about this module, we have got 6x and 7x versions of VoIP already in their stable states. VoIP server is something that we have to set up to run all these applications. There are a few available like Twilio, Pilivo, Tropo. All these are SaaS, software as a service. Or we can also configure our own server. We can make our own server using Asterix. Asterix is open source framework for creating a server. Just like Apache, we use Apache for running our websites. Asterix is a server that is used for creating a VoIP server. So whenever a user makes a call, it goes to VoIP server, and from there it is connected to a Drupal instance where all the scripts run. This is the basic structure that we have for this complete VoIP ecosystem we have in Drupal. There are some core modules. Those are to make calls, some samples, um, and out of box integration with Twilio, Tropo, and Pilivo. There are some extended modules that are there as separate projects on D.O. We'll talk about them later. But just to have an overview, these are like voicemail, VoIP extension, click to call, audio blog. That's a very good module, and phone recorder field, along with some utility modules like audio converter and audio recorder field. Um, so basically, VoIP module provides some methods to be included in scripts. Um, and I'm going to just run over a few important ones so that we get the idea how we are going to write scripts, and we'll see all of this in a working demo in a short while. So there are some functions like add beep. When you talk to some automated script, sometimes there is a beep inside. So this can be done using a simple method. We can set language. In Drupal right now, there are a few languages from Spanish to Latin to English. There are some other languages that can be ported, but still not there. We can set voice of a man or a woman. We can get input like press 1 on your keyboard, press 2 on your keyboard, or the hash keys. Similarly, we have add record function, add run IVR menu that we'll see in a short while, and add say. Add say just reads out the text we have written inside the brackets. So this would get too boring if I just go with the methods and the functions. So let's proceed to a demo. Uh, we'll start with the basic, that is how to install the module. We go to Drupal's VIP project page. We have got very nice write up here and very good links for documentation and the demonstration. So we are going to the demonstration page first. I have already logged in, but anyone can go there and log in using user VoIP test and password VoIP test. So let's create a VoIP script. Also, this is a free service provided by MIT, I suppose, and anyone can go there and write their own scripts. Just test out VoIP and get comfortable with it. You don't even need to configure it on your local machine to be able to write good VoIP scripts. So here is a simple sample script code that says add say your message here. This would be read out by the script itself, and we can add a few more like script add beep we just saw. This will introduce a beep. But rather than writing the whole code this way, we have a very good option of creating visual scripts, and we'll be creating a few scripts in a little while using this particular visual. So here we are provided with different components of call control, input and output, that has got some nice widgets that say as digits, record for up to some particular duration, get input, and many others. Similarly, we have expressions like setting a variable, flow control that has already got an IVR menu built in, and also voice and sound, the beep we just wrote in the other script, and setting a voice. We have got different options there, man, woman, and different names. So let's start with a sample script. Let me name it Srijan webinar demo. That would say hello world as soon as you run it. Probably we can add a recorder field here. This is just drag and drop. So I'll just change the words here. Let's say please record a message after the beep, and we'll add a beep here. And once it's done, just hang up. So by just dragging and dropping all these components, we actually compiled a script. This is the same script that we that uses methods, and we that we can write using a simple notepad or something. So here's the add beep function that we just added. Also the add record function, which has the text. We didn't change the text here, but that's fine. Now there's another link to listen to our own VoIP scripts in the real time. So let me name it Srijan webinar demo as well. Click to call is Srijan webinar demo, and I don't need a description here. So I'll just add my number for the demo. It's taking some time to call me up. Okay, it's here.
Please record a message after the beep. Prompt text or audio URL.
This is a 30-second recording. I forgot to change this particular time period, so um, I'll get I'll keep this phone on the standby till we proceed with other scripts, and we'll listen it again. There's some problem with my phone. Probably we'll try the demo again after this set completed. I by mistake cut the call. Anyways, we'll start with the building a IVR system, and we can have both the demos together after that. Say suppose we already have a script here. I'll name it as demo and IVR again. Let us add the pre-built IVR system. Let the voice menu name be Srijan IVR. Now, whenever we write a script, we label them, and these labels are used for go-to methods. Go-to methods are on the methods where you can just jump off from one section of the script to another, which are identified using the labels. So here I'll just add one label as welcome, and put this label before say hello world. Hello world. That's, and once I press the first key, it will just speak up hello world. This is your customized IVR system, and it will hang up. That is how it is supposed to work. Let's see. And here we have the script. I'm going to create another um, VIP script node. So okay, I just forgot that basically I had to put some interactive text in the prompt. Srijan IVR won't do any help here. Um, Let me say, please make a choice. Press a key on your number pad. Not a very good text, but it will do for the demo, I suppose. So I'm calling my number again. And I'll make sure I don't cut the call this time.
Please make a choice. Press a key on your number pad.
I'm pressing 1.
Hello world. This is your customized IVR system.
So at last it worked as it was intended. And this is how we can create our own IVR systems. What all we have to do is write a script, put all the options, the labels we have to put in the keys. We have everything here. Some invalid text, suppose you have entered some invalid option. So what prompt it should give, and a timeout. Just like please make a choice, or otherwise it will hang up. And we can create more levels down there and create whatever functions we have to do. Probably you write to might require to write a new script, and then add jump to functions in another scripts. Just like jump to functions, we have some go to functions, redirect to a phone number, join conference. These are different actions that we can do. Probably we can go to a particular label, like for example, I'm going to put a label in the voice menu right here that would say uh, menu, and let me add a go to just before hang up. Once it has spoken up, it will go to menu. So ideally it should now repeat the text that says please make a choice, press a key on your keyboard. Let me make a call again. So still no call on my phone. Here it is.
Make a choice. Press a key on your number pad. Hello world. This is your customized IVR system. Please make a choice. Press a key on your number pad.
So as intended, once it has spoken, hello world, this is your customized IVR system, it returned to the prompt. So this is how we can create our own IVR system and many other applications that we want to. We'll get all the code here, and we can just use it in our scripts. Say, second. But here's a sample script. When you download the Drupal VIP module, so you'll get a module within the package that are script samples. You can just browse them, and you'll get the idea how it works. So it has got some hooks when you have to create a different module, like adding a script name, how the module will recognize that a new script has been added. All this has been already done in VoIP test website, VoIP test.org. And here are some sample scripts. Whenever you write a script, you have to initialize it with a class VoIP script and the script name. and just add and then calling methods with uh, and adding them to the script here. So this is a complete IVR menu that they have created for a sample, and we can use it for our reference any given day. So now let's get back to the project page, and here is another link that we need to see. Let's read documentation. All the methods that we were talking about have got very good and extensive documentation in these pages, like quick reference guide. We'll go to VIP class API documentation, and here are all the functions that we can, uh, all the methods that we can access to create our scripts. Like if you're creating an IVR menu, it's there and very well documented with all the inputs and the outputs that it will give. It returns IVR option selected script variable, and just for the reference, this is the one that is returned, the key that we have pressed on our devices. So it asks you for a prompt. It asks you to um, give some input options. An option to write invalid message. If there is no input message, you'll find all the write up here. Maximum number of attempts and a timer. So also we have another set of documentation here where you can just download it and just check with all the methods that you can access. Coming back to the slides, now here's a big question. Writing the scripts is not very difficult as we just saw, but how to configure the module, that might be a big task maybe, right? So the easiest way would be the way how I started. Make an account on Twilio. They'll give you a sandbox number and a sandbox pin and a few URLs, app SID. Then you go to your Drupal instance where you have enabled VoIP module, and in its settings, just add the account SID and one authorized token that's provided by Twilio again. Set up default voice of the prompts, and that's it. You are done with the setup. Uh, Probably it's easier than writing the scripts themselves. Now, this is actually a very big project and requires a lot of contribution in Drupal. If you like to contribute, the best way is migrate Drupal 6 modules to 7x. There are still a few modules, those are in Drupal 6 and not Drupal 7. The code is not very much Drupal standard compliant. We can add patches there, help in issue queues. Because of its vast nature, there are a lot of issues. Some of them feature requests, the others are documentation requests. Very few of them though, but we can any case help in the issues. There are a lot of out of box solutions that we were talking about earlier. There are different modules like audio recorder field, audio blog. So we can come up with new out of box solutions and just contribute them to this whole ecosystem. And yeah, let's try, explore, and spread just like we are doing right now. So that was all about the VoIP. Probably if someone has any questions, so we can take them now. Or if anyone wants more demos there. Hello. I can't hear anyone.
So I had a question on the bandwidth requirement. So what is the typical bandwidth required for this VIP solution? So basically, how much more would I need to plan if I have to plan this on my website?
Hello everyone. Sorry, there were a few people on mute. I've muted all of them. So we can start with the questions now. Prateek, you have a question? I see a raised hand here.
So, just wanted to ask, are there any sites who have actually implemented this solution and are running it successfully?
Okay, I was not able to hear the question properly. Can you be a bit louder?
Is it audible now?
Yes, it is.
So, I just wanted to ask, are there any other sites who have implemented this solution, and if this particular solution has helped them in business sense, right?
Oh, well, I'm sure if someone has implemented VoIP, it must be there must be a business case behind it. You can search for sites that those have VoIP implemented. You'll get a lot of business use cases there. So uh, I don't see any listed implementations here, but probably you can search for them and you'll get them. Okay,
Okay, thanks, sir.
sure.
Thanks for doing that.
Okay, and Pratik, a raised hand here, or
Arijit,
yeah.
don't have any questions for now.
Sorry, can you come again, please?
No, don't have any questions regarding this.
Okay. Um, anyone else with any question?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. I had a question. You've shown how to
You need to
create.
a bit louder, please.
Uh, is this better?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So hi. So I wanted to know you've shown a way of how to create a IVR system, so to speak. But I wanted to also know how do you sort of take it forward in the sense that if somebody selects a particular menu selection, and if I want to, let's say, deliver a ringtone to him, how do I connect this VoIP system to the backend? Is there any example that you can show us, from a scripting standpoint?
Okay, so the best example for it would be given in the VoIP package itself. Um, if you can see the screen right now, so here's all the code that has implemented a complete IVR system with all the functions for 1, 2, and 3, and for all the keys. And say, suppose here we have, I'll take the example of weather report. So when you press key 2, you are supposed to be delivered a weather report by inputting your area code or the pin. So yeah, here it is. So the scripts has been added a label weather report, and it goes to another section which says VoIP script weather report, and this whole code has been written in one include file. So when you go there, you can write your own complete function, what to do with that input, what to process, send him a ringtone, or just tell him the weather report. Here they are still using the VoIP script, but you can use any PHP function to do that. You can take down his number and just send him on his mobile, or if you want to deliver something else, whatever. That's pure PHP after that. Pure simple other coding and programming.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Any other questions? I can hear a murmur.
Yeah,
I
hi,
don't know if
Rahul
someone
here
is
again.
talking.
Just wanted
Yep.
another quick question.
Yep. Please go ahead.
I wanted to know if somebody had a question around bandwidth earlier. I was just wondering if are there any bandwidth requirements or statistics or standards that we can sort of read about that if you want, let's say, 1 million customers coming in on a daily basis, what's the kind of bandwidth you require for your IVR system, etc. Are there any standard documents to which we can read up somewhere?
Well, there are no standard documents in my knowledge. It depends on the size of the script. IVR system takes different amount of bandwidth. Just adding a recorder field, go there and record your message would take another bandwidth. The best way is to do some benchmarking over the server. But yeah, definitely there are a few guidelines that you need to follow, and these guidelines are different in different countries. Say suppose in India we have some legal rules; those are followed. One is that VoIP gateway cannot be hosted in India. So when we are talking about asterisk server that we can configure our own machine, this cannot be done in India. This should be on some server outside India. There are some other protocols. You can make a call from PC to PC, PC to a mobile device, but not from mobile device to a PC. So for any kind of script that requires someone to call and that everything would be processed in the PC, that is not allowed in India. You can just search for it or go to Wikipedia. You will find a lot of information there. Let me get it there. Here it is. So you have all the write up here. Probably you can research more and you'll get to know more about it. But there's no such particular document that would allow you to calculate the bandwidth required.